Yo, 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 what's going on? Terrell Hall of Fame, D-Line, TBKC, and all that sweet, beautiful, wonderful. Shit. When I check this out, this is one of the things that is crazy to me. I put the video up about this, y'all seen the little dog. The little dog was terrible. We already know that. But, the way people get offended, you picking on a dog, or some people, want to see the dog put down, and which it might be a good plan. And if you haven't seen this, make sure y'all click like and subscribe to the page. But it's on the page, I think it's the last video I posted before this one. But I'll tell you this much, you know what I mean? We know that dog is not an American bully, but that dog reflects heavily on the American bully community. And this is something that we've been talking about for a while, and it's not going to change any. If people don't start taking what we do seriously and going about things in a good fashion to make sure that we are represented a certain kind of way, it's always going to happen. I don't think that the registries, that was an ABKC show, the dog won the Best in Show for the fun show. Let's clear that up. It wasn't an ABKC Best in Show. We won't get on here and tell lies. But it was at the fun show. But I think it totally misrepresents what we're trying to do as a breed. It misrepresents what we're trying to do as a community, to push a dog in this fashion. That dog himself is, really probably should have never made it even past, 8 weeks or so. It's sad, and I'm not picking on the dog itself. I love the animals, but I'm just saying, what are we doing here when we're pushing and promoting dogs that look like this? It's pretty pathetic. We have to move forward in a direction where we do something better with the community. The traits that you see from that dog are actual deformities. You can look them up and then compare the two, of dwarfism and some Down syndrome, and it's no offense. Once again, we have people who try to go to the next level and get offended when we talk about Down syndrome or whatever. Of course, we don't pick on kids with Down syndrome. That's stupid, but at the same time, even in adults, or not adults, but even in us human beings, we would not, try to have our children have Down syndrome, even though we would love our kids if that's the case. We love our relatives if that's the case. Nothing changes with the love, but you would not want your kid to have Down syndrome. That's not something that we shoot for, of course. You know what I mean? Dwarfism is another thing. We don't shoot to have our kids have dwarfism, although, those who are inflicted are no different as far as being people from us. They go through a lot physically. There's a lot of physical ailments. It's a lot of, it's not easy. You can look at some documentaries, or if you know someone who suffers from dwarfism, ask them all the ailments that they typically have to deal with. It's not an easy life, and it's not anything to be made fun of, and that's in the dog world or the people world. So we really need to step our game up and stop promoting this type of stuff. I wonder why people are looking at us like, oh my God, don't go to their shows. They don't want you to go to our shows for one specific reason: that kind of behavior. You see more and more deformities, to real dog people. It's a bad and ugly thing, and I'm very uncomfortable even talking about it because people are so PC nowadays. But with these whatever you want to call them, ailments or whatever, man, y'all know what I'm getting at. It's not a cool thing to promote. You can see the issues with the dog. For whatever reason, they want to promote more of these dogs. It's going to do more and more damage to our community, because believe it, somebody's going to be smart enough to try to mix that dog with an American bully and pass it off as something else. We've seen it done a million times, and it'll keep on tearing us down. But until next time, man, God bless y'all. Peace.